Yeah, Madden is I'm probably up 10 just to hit him.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, it is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we've got two teams here certainly with something to prove after a disappointing 2017.
Let's be honest about it. Their playoff aspirations, they went splat, didn't they? They've got to prove now to themselves and to their fans. Are they one of those teams that's ready to move back up, or are they one of those teams that really has to rebuild?
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steelers. And he led the entire NFL in passing yards in 2018, the second time that he's owned that honor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his first pass is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ben to throw again. And he finds McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
On 2nd and 10. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Steelers offense coming back out here for their next possession. And think back to earlier when we talked about Mason Rudolph, his struggles in the game against Cleveland. Really their offense struggled, just 7 points put up. But early in the game they lost Smith-Schuster, they lost Deontay Johnson, they lost James Conner. So now at 5-5, can this team make a playoff push?
I thought the Cleveland game would give us the biggest indicator if they could win that one. But the loss plus the loss of personnel that you mentioned, and then go back to the beginning of the season. Ben Roethlisberger lost for the year. I think it's a lot for them to overcome.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Roethlisberger, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The deflection, it's caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Garoppolo again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On 2nd and goal. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now there's a scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our...
He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got Moncrief. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to number 30, James Conner. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the play.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Garoppolo. Oh, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. They got spots, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Time for the Steelers offense.
Oh, no. He choked to the fourth quarter.
Like 80.
They start the drive with Connor.
Oh my God.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
Here we go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
19 yards that time for number 19.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 25 on second down, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dante Moncrief there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score?
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 39, Roethlisberger. And this is Moncrief with a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, it's Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Ben leads to Connor on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. On third down. It's Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-21. A minute 11 to go. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, come on.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The 20. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now goal for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now it's the Steelers' turn, trailing by 4. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. James Washington was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
Peace out, Mom.